What is going on, guys? My name is Felix and welcome to the video. Today is the day that everyone's been waiting for. Supreme have released their Spring Summer 18 collection, the preview and the lookbook. So I'm going to run through it. I'll edit out all the naff items and run through my personal highlights. So let's get into it. So first up, we are starting with the denim jacket, the patchwork one. This is actually quite a nice jacket. I'm not too sure if I'd wear it myself. However, I do like the patches on it quite a lot. Kind of reminds me of the jacket that Kid Cudi wore in his TED Talk, I think like 2 years ago. Definitely gave me that sort of vibe from this jacket. Next up is the gradient puffy jacket. One of my favourite pieces, one of my favourite jackets actually, in fact. This is such a nice piece. The only thing that ruins it is the Supreme arc on the back. I feel like if they just left it plain, that would have been amazing because it's a really, really nice piece otherwise. This colourway kind of reminds me of Vince Staples' Converse shoe. You'd potentially pick up, I'm not too sure. If it was black to orange, I might be a little bit more interested. What the fuck? I mean, this is just like one of the worst pieces I've ever seen. It's so bad. It looks like a bin bag. So this is the Champion collaboration for this season. This is their track jacket. This would be a lot nicer if we didn't have Champion across the back, but instead just focused on a Champion logo on the chest on the left hand side. I'm not a big fan of the massive Champion logo that goes from one arm to the other. I don't really like it that much. I'm not really interested by it at all, so will not be picking this up one bit. So for this season, they're doing a big thing with the whole Juicy J Skulls thing, and it's been leaked quite a bit, but they've done a number of items, and this is the leather jacket. This is probably the most disgusting jacket I've ever seen. Probably the most disgusting piece when it comes to the Skull collection, at least. I just don't like the leather. It just doesn't look that great, and obviously it's a bomber jacket as well, which isn't a great mix either. Another leather jacket here. This is just a vest. The eagles are cool. If it was like a cargo vest or something, or like a mesh one, I maybe like it a little bit more. I don't know. It looks like a cowboy jacket almost, if you know what I mean. This jacket I'm not too sure on. I don't know whether I like it or I hate it. The print's really, really cool on it. It's like this Mandarin sort of Sikh style, what's it called? That thing on the hands, the hand tattoos. Never mind, I can't think of it. But yeah, it kind of reminds me of that. It's really, really cool. I love the stripes down it, and the colorway is really, really nice. The black one 100%. I need to decide. I don't know whether I'll buy it or not. It's a very, very nice piece nevertheless. This jacket is basically just a representation of New York graffiti basically on a jacket. I don't think it works. Next up is this denim jacket. Again, continuing that graffiti theme. This denim jacket does focus on that whole New York graffiti style. Has a lion on it, and I just don't like the green color. I just don't think it works that well on this jacket. Another iteration of the Skulls collection. This is probably the nicer of the two jackets. It is like a work jacket. Again, I'm not a huge fan of the print, but I do think that it looks a lot nicer in this style of jacket rather than a leather bomber. So for this season, they're obviously doing a collaboration with Hellraiser, and this is the trench coat from this collaboration. It's cool, the cut's cool, I just don't think it works that well. It's a nice idea, but I just don't think it works, which is a shame because it has potential. I feel like if they went for a very similar style to the Undercover, I think it was. Yeah, the Undercover jacket they did a few seasons ago, they'd maybe achieve something a lot nicer. This reminds me of this jacket from a few seasons ago, this anorak. Yeah, it's just a simple one. I like the piping across the thing. The only thing that really puts me off is the logo on the front hood. But for me, this is a nice piece, just kind of ruins by the logo. This is like a godsend. This is such a nice piece. It's the mesh cargo vest. Yeah, I've been after one of these for a while. I'll probably get an affordable alternative version of this. I'm not going to spend however much this will be, but I do really like this piece. It's really, really nice. This is another sort of what the hell is this jacket? It's a mesh jacket and it just really doesn't work. Like, I'm not feeling this at all. It's disgusting. You know, I'm a huge fan of contrast stitch, so this is definitely a jacket that I would be really interested in. The contrast stitching, I'm sorry, is really, really cool, and they've actually got another jacket. This work jacket is probably a lot nicer than the trench coat. I just don't think contrast stitching works as well on longer items. This coat, this like work jacket is really, really cool though, and I would maybe try it out. I'm not too sure. I'd probably have to try it on first if I went into store and picked it up, if I actually ever have a chance to get back into that store. Moving on, for this season, they've actually done 3 suits. So they've done a pink, a green, and a black. I'm not too sure which colour is my favourite, but I think it's really cool that they're doing suits. It's kind of like a step up from what they used to do. I know they've done a couple of suits with obviously CDG and Brooks Brothers a few years ago, but this is kind of cool to see that the brand is kind of moving into this direction. For me, this is the best piece in the entire collection. I said that I wanted some short sleeve shirts in my Palace lookbook preview, but this is literally what I knew that Supreme could do. Pull something off like this, and this is amazing. It's the Lily floral short sleeve. It's the best piece in this collection, 100%. I love this piece, and I'm definitely gonna buy this in the black colorway. Gotta have it. This is just a Drug Lord shirt, let's be honest. Again, another short sleeve shirt. They're really pulling them out this season. I'm really interested in short sleeve shirts for the summer, so definitely have a look more at these. This is the Alpha alphabet shirt. Yeah, I don't know about this. Again, I'd probably have to get other people's opinions, but I really like it and it's a really nice piece. This is my second favourite piece and the second best piece of this entire collection. Reminds me a lot of the Golfwang Flower Boy shirt in blue, definitely. I like the colourways on this. There's a blue and red one. They're really, really nice. I want to try and get some more brighter shirts, so I'm going to try this out. But the graphic on the front is really cool with the stars all over, and the back with the devil looks amazing. I love it. It's such a cool piece. Definitely going to buy this one as well. Hopefully they don't come out in the same week so I can get both of them at the same time, and hopefully they're not too much. Now, we all know this is the best piece of the entire collection without a doubt. This is the Martin Luther King zip-up shirt. Ooh, straight fire. For all you parents out there that want to buy your kids a favourite t-shirt, this is it. It's the mum heart shirt, so definitely do it. Shout out to my mom. Again, for striped tees, I know Palace did some great striped tees, but I think Supreme really excel in their striped tees and their cut and sew pieces. This striped shirt, not in this particular colorway, maybe in another one, I'm not too sure, but it's really cool with the logo in the middle, just works really well. The same goes for this long sleeve striped shirt. It's obviously got a lot tighter knit, and I really like the small logo on the side. It's kind of in between all the stripes, and the multicolored stripes look really, really cool. For someone that's not a huge fan of logos, this is definitely one of my favourite logo hoodies. I really like it, it just works. I kind of like that inverted arc that they do now and then, and this just works really well. I really rate this piece. I'm unsure on this. I wouldn't really personally wear it, and I don't think it's that great. This is the hoodie from the preview, the first photo, so it's kind of cool to see it in person. I don't think it works that well though, which is a shame because it had a lot of potential. Again, continuing on the Martin Luther King theme, this is the greatest sweatshirt ever to be released. It reminds me of one of those really, really like poor sweatshirts that you get if you like on a street corner that's like the, you know, you get the classic I Heart New York. This kind of reminds me of that. It's cool, but no, just doesn't work for me. Nice idea. I know they're continuing with the Martin Luther King theme for this season. I know they did Malcolm X a few seasons ago, so this is kind of cool to see. As far as like a graphic hoodie, this is probably my favourite. It's really nice, the design's simple and it just works. They do this every season and there's always one like this and it just works for me personally. Continuing the skull theme, we've got this skull hoodie. I'm not too big a fan of this one. I know it's obviously the same reference again, but this is obviously just the same print just on a hoodie. Doesn't really work that well. I just feel like it looks like something that you'd wear when you were like 8 years old. Another really cool graphic sweatshirt is definitely this one. I like the print on the front. I'm not too sure who the artist is, but it just looks really cool. I love how they've just like stayed away from doing a logo and focused more on the actual like graphic itself. I said in another video about this half zip, and this is definitely a very similar one. Kind of reminds me of the old Tommy Hilfiger half zip especially. I really like it. It works really well. Very subtle logoing, which I really like, and it's just a really nice piece. It's a shame that the font on this is ruined because it's actually kind of a cool sweatshirt. The Stay in School font is just complete and utter rubbish. Moving on to trousers, definitely the work pants, maybe in that forest green or maybe like a checkered print, just to try out a few more prints because I want to bring that into my wardrobe. The matching skulls sweatshorts, again, doesn't work, but I do know that the sweatshorts and the sweatshirt, they both glow in the dark, which is kind of cool, and it actually looks better when it's glowing in the dark. So here's the latest Revenge X Storm X Supreme piece. Yeah, it's just a pair of basketball shorts with like a lightning bolt down the side, and I kind of like it. Again, continuing the whole matching theme, definitely the Lily swimming shorts, they're so cool and I'd love to wear them with the shirt. Probably wouldn't work, probably look like a romper, but who cares. Such a cool piece. Definitely 100% want to cop this for the summer or potentially get it as a gift. I'm not too sure. Out of the t-shirts, this is probably my favourite. This is the Prodigy t-shirt. A nice little homage to the man himself. Obviously he died earlier last year, which is very sad for the hip hop community, the member of Mobb Deep. Definitely a classic hip hop group. So it's really nice to see them pay homage to him here. Wearing the Hennessy tee that Supreme actually made a few years ago, and it's obviously a direct reference to the Shook Ones Part 2 music video. Winner winner chicken dinner. As for hats, I think the design on this hat is really cool. It's a shame the colourway doesn't work well because the black looks like a denim, but I do like the design of the logo on here, and if they did that on like a sweatshirt or a crew neck, like a small little chest logo on the left hand side, I would definitely buy that. It's really nice and it's a really cool like design. I don't know why they haven't done more of that. For the S logos, there's obviously two different types. There's like a pastel colour one and then there's a felt version. For the pastel colours, I'd probably go for the pink, blue or yellow, and for the felt, maybe like a, I don't know, maybe the black. I really like the black, and the shape of the S panels is always great. This is my favourite piece of the skull like collection that they've done. It's the tote bag. It reminds me of the tote bag they did a few seasons ago. So yeah, it's definitely like that same sort of shape. It's a denim one. It looks really cool and the skulls are really, really sick. This is just ridiculous now, to be honest. Again, another ridiculous item. This is just now like a murder weapon, to be honest. I think they're kind of producing items for you to rob a store. So they've got you a hatchet, a crowbar, a hammer, pretty much anything you can to rob a store. I have no idea why they're doing a vase, to be honest. So this life vest actually matches the previous like raft, I think it was. Definitely people are going to be wearing this, no doubt. You can tell. Sort of like a tactical vest. Someone's going to make it look really cool, so shout out to them when they do it. Nice little collector's piece. I don't think anyone's going to use them for tennis. They'll just probably sit in someone's room for ages. It seems like they never run out of ideas for accessories, and the jam jar is a clear proof of that. I'm not even bothered about the other colourways of the boxers. I just want that checkerboard print boxer. They look really cool. They're doing Hanes tees as well in that colourway, which is really cool. I just like the checkerboard print. Kind of gives me that old school Vans like slip-on shoe. Kind of like, I don't know, it just reminds me a lot of a Vans slip-on. Obviously for the decks they are doing the skull deck, which is no surprise. But it's cool that they're bringing back the illegal Business Controls America. I think this deck is really, really cool. Kind of an old piece that they've kind of brought back, which is kind of cool, and I like that. And finally, because I just discovered these are like the hair beads. I know my girlfriend will definitely want these, so I'm gonna have to go for those. They're really cool and it just works. I can just tell that loads of people are gonna be wearing them. And it's a nice little accessory again that they always do. Anyway guys, that was my review of the entire collection. I just picked out a few pieces that I thought would be interesting and that I was very attracted to or really disliked. I felt like this season was pretty boring. There wasn't really anything special that really like grabbed my attention apart from those shirts and a few of the accessories. I've noticed they've gone really big on the accessories this season, which is really cool to see because they've done some really random ones. But yeah, my favourite pieces were definitely that devil shirt and the lily shirt, and probably go for a matching swim short with that as well because I just really like that print. Let me know what your favourite pieces were in the comments down below, and I'll see you in the next video. See you later guys.